Welcome everyone. Today we'll be looking into a new game called Honkai starrail, and this is a game from the original creators of Genshin Impact from miHoYo. So if you have a look over here, I have crafted and also wrote a lot of summary notes for this game. I'm gonna go through this with you guys as a beginner's guide to everything you need to know about this game, and also what are the advantages, what are the ways you can do things. And yes, the notepad icon is back. So I really want to provide you guys with more summaries, and for me personally, I think that it is easier to provide you guys with images and also text together. And this way we can go through all the guides and all the things you want to know about the game and prepare for the game before the launch. And quite excited for the launch, and I'll be playing the game majority free to play, and this way we can understand and also get as much free to play materials as we can into the game. So coming over to our notes. Over here I have tried to get as much information as we can on the game, and we'll go through dot point by dot point. And if you have played Genshin Impact, you're going to see a lot of reference similarly to this game, because they have found the same developers, which is miHoYo. So the first thing is, the game will be having an energy system. And the energy system of the game is going to be called the Trailblazer Power. And the game will have something that refills your energy called the Fuel. So this is similar to the energy and also reason in Genshin Impact. And if you played Genshin Impact before, guys, I'm sure some of you might have. If you haven't, make sure you understand the availability of the game Fuel, which is an item that is used to refill the bar over here. Notice the bar over here is 134 out of 180, and the Fuel is used to refill this. If you have played similar games, you know those items can be used in early game or late game, but it is much recommended to save this for the late game when you can get 5-star items and you can get those from the dungeons. So once we have progressed our account to a higher level, we'll be farming those items by spending the fuse and also the energy. Now of course the energy will regenerate over time. So at the early stage of the game, it is the best idea that we start to spending those energies in stocking up for character level up and also weapon level up materials, which we'll talk about it shortly. So this is the first idea. We were going to play a free-to-play game, it's going to be energy gated. So make sure we understand how the energy works and how to use it. Because in Genshin Impact, there was a lot of waste of energy if you didn't know what's happening. Now looking into this game, the second thing I want to have a look is the progression wall and also how the game will operate. Very similar to most of the games, will be a live updated game, and this is likely going to have an update every 6 weeks, and this will follow on the limited time banners, which we'll talk about next. Now from my research, it seems like after level 30, we do hit a progression wall. So no matter how much you spend or how fast you go with the game, eventually you will slow down. So this is much better for free-to-play players, because you shouldn't be rushing the game. You should enjoy all the elements of the game, all the stories, and also expect new update to be coming every 6 weeks. Now on the topic of the new update, we'll be expecting limited time banners, which will require us to have the limited or the premium currencies, which is called the Stellar Jade. So here I have an image over here. I'll try to make it larger a little bit so you can see the Stellar Jade over here, and this is a banner which is a limited banner in the game. Usually those banners will have an expiration date, and usually those might coexist with 6 weeks or 3 weeks depending on the duration of the banners. And this of course is a little different to the standard banner currency. Now we will be having more videos which will focus on the rates of the 5 stars, the soft pity, and how to you get most of the 5-star characters in this game. But there's a lot to go through. So right now, I want to share those currencies with you guys, and in the future videos, we'll look into the rates and how to get a guaranteed 5-star in the game. Now the summoning system for the game is very similar to Genshin Impact. You can summon 1 single summon or 10 summons. And if you do get duplicates, you can see that you can get something similar to the constellation of the game, which is called the resonance. We'll touch upon this very soon. So as you get your characters and also their weapons into the game, what you're going to do is you would be trying to focus on 1 or 2 or maybe a team of characters. And sometimes you do want to diversify with your elements because you want to be breaking enemies depending on the elements. So one of the examples I have is back in Genshin Impact when I first started the game, the 2 best combinations in the first 2 weeks was, Venti support plus Klee as the DPS. Those are 5-star characters. And similarly, if you don't have the 5 stars, you can go with Sakros and also Xiaoling for Genshin Impact back then. So this is a combination which you build a team around your characters. And this will allow you to use the limited resource we have at the start of the game and also the gears to progress much faster in the game to get more items and also to equip your characters with more items. So on the topic of progression and also getting more resource, similar to Genshin Impact, starrail does have a reputation system. Currently, I believe there's 3 regions which have different currencies, and we can use those currencies to trade for resource in the early game for character progression, level up materials and also weapon materials. Now, one of the biggest way to get more free-to-play currencies in starrail will be coming from the chest. And once the game is launched, I'll make a dedicated video to get all the chests for you guys and also to get as much free-to-play currency as we can. So here the highlight is, make sure we do the side quests in the game. Because for those side quests, not only do they unlock different zones and also unlock different chests, they also provide us with bonus experience. And as you travel into different zones, make sure you look into the map. You can see over here it's 15 out of 15, so that means there will be 15 chests in the zone, and you want to loot as many of those as you can, because they do provide a lot of currencies over here, so up to 30 to 60 currencies with one chest. Now over here, we'll go through briefly about the systems in the starrail, which is similar to Genshin Impact. And here we have a daily mission system. So each of the days in the game, you have certain quests which allows you to do and also provide you with additional resource and also additional rewards as you do those. So you can see this one provide 200 points, some of those provide 100 points. Our goal is to get all the resource and all the points for the bonus experience and also bonus reward. Those isn't too much, but it's a big deal if you miss a lot of those. So make sure you will always do those, like in the Genshin Impact for daily commissions. Now in starrail, there is a trade system in the game, and here we'll be upgrading characters and also unlocking synergies and also different passives. Again, we want to do a brief video, so in the future videos, I'll have a dedicated video on building different teams and also different characters, and also which of the traits should we be unlocking. So here we just introduce the traits, and you can see for different characters, there will be different traits of the passives that we can unlock, and which provide us with additional damage or bonus effect. Now, as we keep going, we'll go through some of the free characters that will become available in the game. And also here we have the free 4-star characters which will become available in the game. This is quite important because most of the players, myself included, if you're planning to go free to play or low spending, likely you won't be getting all the 5-star characters at the start of the game. So you want to build a team around the 4-star characters. And of course, I'll make a video in the future to plan on different characters that will be available in the early stage of the game. Like, Danhen and also March 7th. So different characters, they have really strange names. And also Asta, different characters will become available and we'll build different teams around them. And of course, we'll be looking into getting more 5-stars, which is always a fun part about Genshin games. Now, similar to Genshin Impact, starrail does have additional expeditions. What a surprise, right? So here we have a screenshot about the expeditions which will become available into the game as you progress in the story. So make sure we also do those for additional loots. So here you can see you can send out different characters for different expeditions. And usually those take about anywhere from 18 to 24 hours. Now, as we keep going, we're going to say live events. Yes, similar to Genshin Impact, starrail will be featuring a lot of events in the game, and the rotation for the update will be every 6 weeks. So this will be a great way to get more gems and also more jades in the game, which will become the premium currency to be summoning in the banners. And similarly, there will be a battle pass in the game, and this will be featured in the free and also paid features for the game. And I do believe the battle pass is very similar to the Genshin Impact one. And over here you can see the battle pass will go all the way up to level 50, I believe, at least. And depending on the purchase of the battle pass, usually if you guys are planning to pay for the game, it's always better to buy the monthly card and then we look into the battle pass. So the monthly card is the cheapest option to pay for the game. Now, similar to Genshin Impact and also the Abyss, which will push for different levels, starrail also have pushing for the levels with the Forgotten Hells, which will provide us with the 4-star light combs. I believe those are the weapons in the game, and we can be, kind of getting those as a power boost at the start of the game. And as we go further with this system, we can also play the simulated universe, which have different systems that allow up to world level 6. So with those particular world levels, you can be getting a lot of currencies. So here I took a lot of screenshots, so you can see the rewards we get from different world levels and also lots of premium currencies and also lots of special currencies. The special currencies from this particular system, which will give us a 5-star light comb. I do believe this is a 5-star weapon, and also this will provide us with 5-star relics, and those are very good and also very powerful at the start of the game. Now again, similar to Genshin Impact, The starrail game also have a world level system, and I do have a recommendation over here. If you see my previous Genshin Impact videos, we always want to raise the world level after having enough of high level characters. We don't want to raise the difficulty of our game without having understanding of the power level spikes. Sometimes if you raise the difficulty too high, then you may be facing enemies that's too strong, and this will slow down your progression and also enjoyment of the game. Now, as we go on and play the game, we'll be getting duplicates of characters. And similar to Genshin Impact, there is a constellation of resonance system, which allows us to be unlocking special passives for the characters in the game. Everything looks like Genshin Impact, right? But I do like the turn-based aspects, and it's very similar to Pokemon for me, which is actually really good. Again, guys, try to not worry about constellation too much or the resonance too much. But if we do get a lot of 4 stars, we'll have different guides to look into the 4-star characters that become extremely powerful after unlocking more of those duplicates. So maybe some 4-star characters can be as good as the 5 stars after getting 4 or 6 of the resonance, and this can make them very powerful in the early game. Now, in order to get additional free summons and also premium currencies in the game, I do recommend doing the Operation Briefing, which is a beginner's guide and also quest system for starrail. This is very similar to the Genshin Impact beginner's guide, which you have different progression levels, and also you'll be getting a ton of the premium currencies. So make sure we'll be doing those and also getting the freebies for the new players. So you can see the quest of enhancing characters, using light comms, upgrading our light comms, which are the weapons, and also enhancing artifacts, which are the relics. So here we'll be looking into those and also additional ways to get more currencies in the game. Now back with Genshin Impact, we're looking to the Primal Gems. So for starrail, we'll look into Jade Code. They're not the Primal Codes anymore, they're the Jade Code. We'll also be looking into free currencies in the launch of the game because they might be providing us with more freebies. And of course, as you guys know, there will be live stream for the game. And I'll try my best to update you guys on the live stream and also live stream code. And because we got like 300 free currencies in the Genshin Impact for the Primal Code. So quite excited for the game, and I finally decide I want to play this game on the second channel. So if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe on the second channel, as I will be playing and also making lots of guides for Honkai starrail. And make sure you guys have the notification on, so I can provide you guys with the most relevant guide and also the latest news and also all the freebies in the game. As you guys know me, the notepad icon is upgraded into the document icon, so I can provide you guys with more images and also more guides. Now before you go, and if you guys didn't know, we have a new YouTube channel. And if you guys haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe and check out the behind the scenes and also fun clips and also more stories about us. And then you get to know me a little more personally instead of just reading the news and also the games, right? So I want to share a little bit more with you guys. So make sure you check this channel out if you're interested about Matt and also Uni. She's really funny too, and she's really shy. So I want to give her a surprise and do a shout out for the new channel to get some subscribers. Thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time.